You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me.
It's jungle out there, disorder and confusion everywhere. No one seems to care. Well, I do. Hey, who's in charge here? It's jungle out there. People think I'm crazy, 'cause I worry all the time. You paid attention, you'd be worried too. You better pay attention, for this world we love so much might just kill you. I could be wrong now, but I don't think so, 'cause there's a jungle out there. There's a jungle out there.
Answer questions, man.
No?
No.
You gotta run.
I don't answer questions, man.
I
don't answer questions.
God, I love this song. Who doesn't love Tom Petty? I tell you. Stand my ground. Won't back down. Hey, 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 hey. Hello, hello, hello to everybody that's tuning in. Here, let me go to this one. Bam. All right. As I sit here and watch Thursday Night Football, and yes, I'm rooting for the Giants because I just hate those lying, cheating Patriots. I'm sorry to any Patriot fans out there. I do not like the lying, cheating Patriots. But that's here or there for this video. Yes, rest in peace, Tom Petty. As I go back here to the live stream and I'm checking your chats. What are we going to talk about tonight? Well, I thought I'd do a little live video here. I put in a public records request, if I can even talk, for any and all disclosable emails sent or received by Carlsbad Police Department and city employees, as well as people that sent them emails regarding the video I did when I got assaulted by Carlsbad Police Department. And I did receive a whole bunch of emails, way too many to cover in this live stream. But I thought I might share some with you guys that decided to tune in. The majority of them are video watch commentators that did not like what they saw transpire and didn't like what the police were on video doing, and decided to send emails to the chief of police, to the city council, the mayor, city attorney, you name it. You name it, emails were sent. Lay it on me, brah. Some of them made me laugh. Some were pretty serious, but there were quite a few that I just busted out laughing. I mean, to me, it was comical. You know, I was like, oh, right on, man, right on, stick it to the man. But remember, guys, I didn't ask anybody to call, email, or anything like that. I just put public information out there in that video that is available to the public. What anybody decided to do with that information is not on me or my channel. It is on the viewers and the commentators themselves. But I appreciate all the emails and calls that were made. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, should we get right into it? I guess we could. Although I do have... Oh, I can feel it coming. I can. Oh. That's another song you just gotta love. The bird is the word. Oh, one of my many themes. Okay, so one of the first emails that I received is brought to you. Oh, first, my disclaimer, okay? To anybody that sent emails hoping they would remain private, any emails I share are a matter of public record. They redacted email addresses, of course, for so people didn't get. So what happened to them don't happen to other people. I guess, I don't know, but for privacy concerns, they redacted email addresses, but names were left on there. So if you're watching the live stream and you sent an email, there is a possibility your email is going to be shown. So I hope you don't mind. It is a matter of public record. But I wouldn't worry too much about it because a lot of them are just great emails. I think they're great emails. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is an internal email. Once people started calling to voice their opinions on what they had witnessed on the live stream, as well as a lot of News Now Houston subscribers when he mirrored a snippet and put it on his channel. There was a lot of people that are subbed to News Now Houston, and possibly not me. But there were a lot of emails from subscribers of News Now Houston that sent emails in. Some of them, because he only showed a clip, I think up to the point where I was assaulted and grabbed, I think some of these viewers, commenters, didn't realize I wasn't taken into custody. As far as I was detained, yes, but I wasn't like arrested. I wasn't handcuffed, put in a squad car for any length of time. It was just about 60 seconds, and then the chief of police instructed his corporal to Sean Kearney. Pardon me, that's what I think of Corporal Kearney. What was I saying? Instructed him to let me go. So it was just, he had a hold of me for 60 seconds, but a few emailers were concerned that I was actually arrested, and no, I was not arrested. But this is first email is an internal email that was sent citywide. The person that sent it out, as you could see, is Sue Armstrong. She's the community outreach and engagement person for the city of Carlsbad. And she wanted to make sure everybody in the government knew that if they get calls related to our police department and a First Amendment video circulating on social media, here is some guidance on how to handle the phone calls. Request and demand to meet with the mayor, city manager, etc. They were supposed to reply, "Thank you. I would be happy to pass your request along. Can I please take down your contact information?" Yeah, right. Like you'd hear back. Some of you that sent emails requesting a response might have got a candid response, like the fact that what the call was about and that I wasn't injured or whatever. There's a boilerplate response that they put on their Facebook page that they just kept cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste. The same BS. If they want to make comments, if you would like more information about the incident that occurred, let me transfer you. And they transferred to that extension number, which was 3833. There was a recorded message from the police, and people could leave a message. When I called that number, it didn't give the option to leave a message. After the message, it literally just cuts you off. So I actually put in a public records request for messages in the phone system. Surprisingly, I only got one, so I don't think they wanted to redact them and release them. First, they said that their phone system didn't have the technology to provide audio of those messages, and so they denied my request. And I said, wait. I literally called up the city clerk and I said, let me ask you a question, if you wouldn't mind. And she goes, go ahead, Junkyard. And I said, hypothetically, if somebody did leave a message regarding that video and they threatened city employees or any public official or the police department in a way that was criminal, and a DA, a district attorney, told you we need a copy for the court case, would you tell the DA, oh, we can't get that for you, we don't know how, or our phone system's not set up? And you know what she did say? That is a very, very good point. Let me look into it. And they did. They sent me one that they had found. They probably deleted most of them. I did get one, but it was all garbled. You really couldn't understand what the person was saying. I think it was kind of like a spam phone call or whatever. So I didn't even bother saving the file. It was it was like gibberish. The person talked so fast and you couldn't really understand what they were saying anyways. So we'll leave it to that. Okay, so that's the internal email. So the next email we're going to go ahead and show you. One of the police department members worried about a lawsuit or wanting some type of training video, because that's a lot of the emails were in reference to retraining officers. So one of the training officers, I guess, they had commented on, okay, how would we go about getting a training video or whatever? Well, guess what? He replied with one of my own videos. Yes, you got that right. He replied and used as an example one of my own videos from the Colorado Springs video I did for, what was it, News in Colorado or whatever his name was. Sorry, I can't think of it right now. Yeah, so as you can see, it says, Pete did a little research and found that Colorado Springs Police Department was sued for detaining a subject photographing the police department. In the settlement, after the subject sued the city, one of the agreements was to create a video for all police officers to watch. He also got $41,000. I have attached a video link here, so if an internal video is still desired for training purposes, This is an example. So can you imagine if they downloaded and are using my video from the Colorado Springs? Well, it's not really my video. It's a public record, but it's Colorado Springs roll call video. Can you imagine if they're using that video to train new officers regarding people photographing and whatnot? And that email comes to you from Jeffrey Smith, a lieutenant in the Carlsbad Police Department, Professional Standards and Services Division, which is, internal affairs or whatever. And who does internal affairs answer to? Chief of police. So good luck with that. Oh, I still haven't heard anything from the complaint I filed. All right. So those are 2 interesting internal emails that I wanted to share with you guys. Okay. The next email is probably from a viewer. So let's see what, it comes to you from Glenn Jackson. Subject was freedom. All the way from North Pole, Alaska. Well, Glenn Edwards, if you're watching this live stream, 2 thumbs up to you, man, for voicing your opinion and redressing a grievance that you had with Carlsbad Police Department. Again, it was unsolicited on my part, but much appreciated. And if you can't read it, which I'm sure you can, it says, apparently it's unsafe to be free and exercising our constitutional rights in your city. I'm sure you have seen the YouTube video by now on how your police chief and other officers violate citizens. You should be ashamed to have employees you act this way, in this way. I would say now I'm scared to visit my family in your town. So apparently, Mr. Jackson's got family that lives in Carlsbad. And he sent it to the city council email, so it probably went to all city council members. But I thought that was a good one. Before we go to the next one, I'm going to go ahead and just check on the chat here. Get on with it. Okay. All right, I'm getting on with it. All right. You guys have spoken. All right, so the next one. This one came from somebody called Inspector Lee, and it went to the chief. And I don't know if you can read that, but just in case, I will not show you an ounce of respect, but wish you would drown in an ocean of my contempt. What a start to an email. You and your so-called officers should be fired and face charges for what you did to a citizen for simply recording the police, a constitutionally protected activity. I have been a victim of police abuse, false imprisonment, deprivation of rights under color of law, and am so wishing I would have sued the you-know-what cops that did that to me. The more videos I see of police, the more I realize how corrupt and out of control you mental midgets are. That was the most appalling, childish thing I've ever seen done by our very own Blue ISIS. You are the terrorists, ass hats. Remember, I kept calling them ass hats. You are the terrorist ass hat. Oh. Your reign of terror is coming to an end soon. You see, people from sea to shining sea are starting to realize you serve no useful purpose and are basically salesmen that never get a no. And it is our very own hard-earned tax dollars that go to pay for your treason. You have the courts on your side and know you will get away with whatever crime you like to commit. There is a God, and I pray he will curse you and your family and every dirty pig that works for your sorry you-know-what. Do everyone a favor and resign full. In utter contempt, F you. That comes from Inspector Lee. Oh, that was one as you could tell, I felt very entertaining. Very entertaining. How about you guys? Did you find that one entertaining? Hello. Hey, G-Tag. What's up, man? The peace bunny peace sign. I'm checking that here. The pen is a sword. What's up, junkyard community? Hey, everybody. We're just reading some emails I got from a public record request I did to the city of Carlsbad and the police department for people that sent in emails concerning my video I did down there when I got assaulted. All right, next one. This one comes to you. Oh, boy, it's a long one. And, man, this one's even so hard. It's kind of even hard for me to read to you, but it's kind of long. But if you want, you could probably pause it. I'm not going to read the whole thing. But it did come from a Carlsbad local, David. And he sent it to the chief himself. One thing I really like to say, he said, is listen up. You don't have the right to break or bend the law. Just because doing it legally won't get you the answers. That's a cop acting criminal. That's what criminals do when they can't get what they want legally, they break the law. Well, that's what bad cops do also. And that is what you and your guys did too. So, yeah. If you want to pause or go back to read this whole thing, you can, but it is kind of long. But I enjoyed reading this one too. It was pretty neat. So we'll go to another one, and this one comes to you from Richard Dennison, and he sent Chief Galusi an email saying, "What is wrong with you tyrants? You are supposed to be upholding and defending the Constitution of the United States of America. I saw the video of 3 tyrants in costume following and harassing a citizen. All 3 should be fired, if not locked up, for their violations. There was no threat warranting an unholstered firearm or even maintaining a hand on the holstered firearm. If he was considered blocking their path when he was just walking, then all 3 of them should be facing the same charges. There is a huge disconnect in this nation regarding law enforcement. These 3 are prime examples of why." I thought that was a good one, too. All right. Let's go to the next one. This one comes to you from Jerry Coffey. I'm not sure. Forgive me if I butchered that a little bit. It says, it sent it to Chief Galusi also. "Dear sir, a friend of mine has just forwarded a video of 3 officers with an encounter with photographer. They stalked him on the sidewalk with guns drawn and then arrested him." Here's when I wasn't arrested. I was detained. So this is probably a News Now Houston watcher that just watched that clip. "For blocking the sidewalk when he stopped walking backwards. I am appalled at the actions of these 3 officers. I have just contacted the Tamarack Hotel, 3200 Carlsbad Boulevard in Carlsbad, and canceled our annual vacation trip, which we have taken every year for the past 10 years. I have spoken with my friends, 8 adults, 10 children, and we will not return until we are sure that these officers are fired and properly trained, and is provided to your staff on public photography. Please provide information with your resolution in this matter. Concerned and afraid to return, Jerry." Jerry, that was a great email. So, I guess Jerry canceled a trip or decided to go somewhere else because of what he saw the Carlsbad Police Department do to me on that video. All right, let's go to the next one here. This one comes to you from Frank Fletcher, also to the chief. "It's short and sweet. Great video, dummy. Your mom must be really proud of you." And it's got a link to my video, or it's either my video or News Now Houston's video. I'm not sure. I think it might be News Now's. I'm not sure. Might be David's. All right, next one. From James Clark, also to the chief. "Mr. Galusi, I watched a video of you harassing a civilian online. Your information was there, and I just wanted to say how disappointed I was in your behavior. It was inappropriate coming from any person, let alone a law enforcement officer, let alone a leader. If you want respect, you should give it. Putting on a badge and going out into the streets and the danger alone does not command respect. It is also with the dealings you have with those whose rights you are supposed to protect. I wish you Godspeed, hoping you won't impose on others civil liberties in the future. Jim Clark. Hey Jim, if you're watching and you come across this video, man, I'm clapping, man. It's a great email. Love the support. Thank you so much. All right, let's go to the next one. We're having fun now. Okay, let's see what Claire Bloom said. She sent to Chief Galusi. Subject, not funny. Imagine my horror watching a First Amendment auditor approached by your cops, guns unholstered. Where do you recruit such idiots from? What would have happened if it was a tourist from another country taking pictures and videos? If you treat your own citizens like crap, what hope is there for foreign visitors? My father fought in a war to rid the world of dictators, and by you giving these idiots guns, you activate a megalomania streak that turns them into monsters. Thankfully, I live in a civilized country, and after visiting your country twice, vowed to never again spend hard-earned foreign currency in your country. Does anyone in your department have a brain cell? I've traveled the world due to my profession, and never in a first world country have I come across such ignorant people. Shame on you, a very proud 75-year-old PhD educated female. Wow. Claire Bloom, if you come across this video or you're watching, I'm going to clap for you. That was a very, very nice email. Thank you for the support. Oh, we're just getting started here. All right. Let's go to another one. This video is only going to be about, I think there's like 20 of them, and we've gone through 5 or 6 already. Okay. Let's go to P. Ling here. I sent one to the chief labeled Despicable Behavior. I just watched a video on YouTube. There's a link where 3 officers, you being one of them, completely violated a gentleman as he's walking on the sidewalk. How can you defend such utterly despicable behavior from law enforcement towards a private citizen? Do you wonder why more and more people are so fed up with this kind of tyrannical abuse? Well, again, P. Ling, if you come across this video, I want to thank you. That was a very well-worded email, and I enjoyed reading it. Again, these are received from a public records request to Carlsbad. These are all matter of public record and fully disclosable. Okay, so Doris Hawley sent an email to the chief. Oh boy, here we go. Your community should be ashamed of their bully chief. You are a disgrace to the First Amendment and in this country. This is not Nazi Germany, and you are not the SS with your papers, please Gestapo tactics. In case you've forgotten that you are obliged to fulfill your oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States. And then she types the First Amendment, as well as California Penal Code 148, where it says if somebody's where they're allowed to be, filming police or anything out in public is no way disorderly conduct or what, you know, I'm sure you guys know. I hope you are sued to the fullest extension of the law and found guilty by a jury of your peers. Well, Doris, this one's for you. Very nice email. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Should we do one more? Let's do another one. This one comes to you from John Ford. Once a proud American. I just watched a video on YouTube with you being the star. Congratulations. You've just made every police officer everywhere look like total incompetent idiots. You and your officers should be ashamed for what you did to that photographer. I think the date's wrong on that. I think that he must be a News Now Houston follower, because I think that's the date that News Now Houston, I told him he could mirror a clip to it. I would hope your major fires you and your gang. Well, that's the chief of police, so there's nobody above him. There is no major. But in any case, Mr. John W. Ford, Thank you. Thank you for that outstanding email and letting them know in Carlsbad how you feel about what you saw. I love it. All right. This one comes to you from Rob. I'm not going to butcher his last name. Now, he sent this to a whole host of people. Looks like every email for the city of Carlsbad he could find, he sent it to. And he's labeled it Tyrant Alert. That was a News Now Houston subscriber. Unbelievable. Why do you armed thugs who swear an oath to uphold the Constitution for which they know nothing about? Perhaps the Constitution needs to be explained to these knucklehead dragging Neanderthals in clear grade 3 English, complete with pictures, so there is no mistake as to its contents and meaning. Join law enforcement and get a license to murder, no questions asked, to serve and protect each other. Never trust a brown shirt and jackboots dressed in blue. Organized criminals and social terrorists, the lot of you. Oh, he said a mouthful, didn't he? Oh, that was another one I enjoyed. I enjoy them all, but that was great. All right. I think there's a few more we can go through, but let me check on the chat here and see if anybody's love the moldy oldies. You guys are talking about other stuff, huh? Let's see. Fun letters. Yes, Sarah. These are very fun letters. It's the Clap Award show. Check your dog's weekly clap award. Letters to Carlsbad PD after Junk's incident. Yeah. So, okay. Well, there's a few more. Let's see. We got 35 people. All right. If you missed the beginning and you're just tuning in, you can catch the other ones, the ones I started with. You may be able to just slide on the screen, slide it back if you want to start at the beginning. But you're not going to be watching or listening live. Okay. Let's go to the next one. There's a few more. This was kind of a long one. Chief, I attempted to call you a minute ago, but your phone system obviously shut down from all the heat you are taking. I grew up in Carlsbad in the 80s. Graduated from Carlsbad High School in 93. I just watched a YouTube video. Yada, yada, yada. Handling of a First Amendment auditor. You clearly don't know the law or don't care. And now you've exposed your department to a major lawsuit. You have embarrassed the city I grew up in. And you have furthered the divide between the police and the citizenry in this country. You could have handled this call for service in a variety of safer and more constructive ways for both your officers and the public you interact with. Not to mention you could have done so in a manner consistent with federal and state law. If you'd like some help, I suggest you check out Dale Brown's Threat Management Center in Detroit. He consults with many departments, yada, yada, yada. The auditor, this is the part I really like. The auditor gave you the opportunity to apologize, own up to any mistakes, and avoid both the embarrassment of a lawsuit that is likely forthcoming. Instead, you stubbornly and ignorantly spoke down to this man, dismissing his concerns, violating his constitutional rights, assaulting him, and acting like thugs. You should be ashamed. I'm open to hearing your side of it, but I don't expect to hear from you, as I'm sure your city attorney's office is running damage control right now and has rightly gagged you. So you don't say or do anything to worsen the horrible position you're now in. It isn't often we get to see a police chief fail in both training of his officers and the execution of his craft in the same video. Maybe this would be a good opportunity for you to retire. And that comes to you from Don Kennedy from Cincinnati, Ohio. I got a buddy that moved to Ohio a year or so ago. He says it's starting to turn cold out there. Okay. Should we do another one? There's one that I really, really like. Should be coming up. Okay. This one came from NetSearch. Not sure. Attention, Chief. Your national anthem refers to the land of the free and the home of the brave. In this video, those words were indeed hollow. Your officers' actions would no doubt have drawn a round of applause by the rulers of North Korea or China. So, in this disgraceful act by your officers, the reason for the real brave men who now rest in foreign soil, having paid the ultimate price for freedom, they must be turning in their graves, and I would ask you to ask this same question of your officers. I am an 80-year-old Australian that holds the USA in the highest esteem, especially for those brave men that helped save my country. I am deeply saddened at what I viewed on YouTube, and I'm certain that you as their chief feel utterly ashamed. I doubt that. I do not expect a reply to this email, but I do hope that you are man enough to discipline your officers to the point of dismissal, as they are no longer honorable men. That was a very nice email. No name attached. It says net search, so who knows? But hey, if you sent that email, 2 thumbs up. That was a great email. A lot of valid points to it. All right. Next one from Sandra Hill, sent to the chief. Watched a disturbing video of your officers violating a man's rights, titled Carlsbad Tyrant Alert. I am a photographer, not an auditor, and take and post pics of tourist spots and such to help other people plan their getaways and help bring tourist revenue to those cities. We were planning a photo op trip through your town and staying 3 days, but after seeing this video and how your officers treat the public and photographers, we are taking a different route. So sad to see. As an ex-officer, I suggest there be some retraining in your department. I also suggest that the charges be dropped on the photographer. There were no charges, but I appreciate the thought. Whether or not the city wins, it's a black spot on the department as a whole. Thank you. Sandra Hill, thank you. All right. There's one summary in here that I really like, because it's somebody that uses the same type of bag when he goes fishing, and I really wanted to read that. It's got to be here somewhere. Maybe it was the one I skimmed through. I don't know. All right, this one comes to you from Mark L. Frank, to the Chief of Police. I am not sure if you are aware, but a YouTube video has been posted claiming to show some Carlsbad police officers behaving unlawfully. Yeah, he was aware. He was one of them, and he was there. Without context, the police seem to be harassing a person in public. When they unlawfully pursue him with no probable cause without effect, you see they will try anything to get control, including drawing a sidearm. It seems to end with him acting as if he blocked the police officer's way. I do hope that their actions can be corrected and progress to having police being liked and not feared. Yeah, that's a good one too. Hope you guys are liking these. I am. Let's see here. All right, this next one we've got to be coming to the end here soon. It comes from Russell Harper. Russell, if you're out there, thank you for sending an email. All right, it's got the YouTube link, and it says, I just watched the above video today. I wanted to comment on it if I could. I was flabbergasted at you and your fellow officers. How aggressive and unprofessional can you two get? Your childish actions were unbelievable, both of you. As a chief of police, you should be better than this. Way better. The cameraman did absolutely nothing wrong, but the two of you had to push the boundaries. Now it's going viral on the internet. Hope you're happy with your 15 minutes of shame. I like that, 15 minutes of shame. I hope you enjoy it for a long time. It's just a shame that police chief has to act like an adolescent. I can't imagine what you guys do when the cameras are not rolling. Thank you for your time. Sincerely, Russ Harper. Well, Russ Harper, thank you for sending that email in support. Definitely appreciate it. All right, let's see here. What else we got? This one comes for you from Dan Taylor, not to be confused with Lieutenant Dan Taylor from Forrest Gump. No, I don't believe it's that Dan Taylor, because I think he'd be dead by now. But in any event, Mr. Dan Taylor, thank you very much. And Mr. Taylor says, first of all, I want to say that I don't agree with all these things these First Amendment auditors are doing and the way they go about it. I agree that there are better ways of getting their point across, but with that said, I have to tell you that you sure really screwed up on this one. It was very clear that you and your officer friend were looking for a reason to give this guy a hard time and put him in handcuffs. And you actually used the excuse that he was blocking your walkway. Elsie, that's the cat. Quiet, Elsie. After what you two did to him, that was so over the top ridiculous that I had to comment to you. He clearly stated that he was going to walk back in the opposite direction, and you proceeded to play a game with him. I hope you are schooled in the courts about how stupid you acted, and this guy is probably going to either take your job from you or you just realize that at the very least, sue your fanny off for a lot of money. If you and all the other bully cops would just realize that treating these guys, and again, I don't agree with everything they do, with respect and being nice to them, they would have no reason to do what they do. It's like the bully on the playground. If you continue to treat him nice, you know, the way you'd want to be treated, they would eventually get tired of it and leave you alone. If your type of cops could just learn this basic principle, you could actually beat them at their own game. But then again, we have that big pride issue that so many of you cops have problems with, don't we? This is a clear example of that and how a little bit of power corrupts. Wise up, sir, and learn from this experience, because it doesn't serve you or your organization or anyone else very well when you act like a child. Have a good day. Well, Mr. Dan Taylor, that was an excellent email. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm sure everybody else did. Thank you so much for the support and sending that to the city. Unsolicited, of course. But nonetheless, I appreciate it. All right. We got to be coming close to the end of these here. Just the end of the pictures I took, there was just way too many of them. If I decide to do this again later on, I may do this again and show different emails that I was sent in my public request, but I'm not going to do them all. There was only like 20 or so, and we got to be close to it. All right, this one's from Good Citizen. And Good Citizen says to the chief, I'm sure this isn't the first letter you've gotten concerning the disgusting behavior of you and two of your officers in a recent video posted to YouTube showing them illegally detaining and threatening a man with a camera. Police walk around with impunity, doing things like pulling guns on civilians who simply refuse to comply with unlawful orders. Menaces to society is what you and your thugs with badges are. I sincerely hope to hear news of these officers in your resignations. You keep acting like this, and yet you wonder why people have disdain for police. Nice video. Don't hold your breath on the chief leaving his position or them doing anything to those officers. I suspect when my formal complaint finally gets answered, and we investigated ourselves and found we did nothing wrong. You know, the same old line. All right. Now this one comes from Mr. Carl Barton. And Carl writes to the chief, I just watched a video of your police officers following a man with their hands on their guns and then arrested him. Well, they may have looked in the clip, but they didn't arrest me. They just detained me for blocking the sidewalk. How was he blocking the sidewalk? But your officers weren't. People in America can change directions when walking down the street. Yet it's hard not to see this as police harassment. I am very curious how you can justify your officers' actions. I look forward to your auto response email, which lacks any real explanation. I hope I am wrong and you do the right thing. disgusted by your police officers, Carl Barton. Mr. Barton, thank you very much for sending that email. I enjoyed reading it from my public records request. Appreciate the support. All right, let's see here. That's it. All right, so that's all the ones I got so far. Was this the one I skipped through? Let me see. I must have somehow missed it. All right, maybe that's for the next video. There was an email that was sent. I thought I had caught it for this, but gentlemen, I believe it was actually a Carlsbad resident that sent an email to the city and said that he goes fishing all the time with his children, his small children, and he uses a case for his already rigged up fishing poles that looks just like the case I had my tripod in. And he does that because he can already rig them up and get them ready. So all he has to do is unzip the case, pull them out, unhook, and bait them, or if it's a lure, just cast. They're already set up, and they're protected, and they don't get tangled up when they're in a case like that. And in his email, he said, maybe you telling me that if I go fishing and I use this case, your officers are going to draw guns and grab me up and my children and threaten our lives just because you don't like the case that we have our equipment in? It was a good email. Maybe I'll put it in the next video. But that's it. I just thought you guys might like to hear some of those emails that I got. I thought they were pretty neat. So let's go to the chat. Let's see here. 43 people. Definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's see. You guys are talking. Very cool junk. Could get these letters. Sarah, yeah. I was really happy that I got these emails. I really liked one of the first ones I showed you where they were talking about a training video, and the officer actually sent a link to one of my videos to the person as, hey, this is a good example of a training video. I thought that was a funny email to get. I laughed so hard. I was like, great, yeah, show it around the department. Get me more views on that video. I wouldn't mind. Just don't download it and use it without my permission. All right. So, should we take a couple calls? Anybody want to call and talk to me regarding those emails or anything else? As an update, let me see. I have not. We're at, what is it, about 50 days since I put in my notice of claim with the city, and have not got any response from them in the mail yet. Not even a notice of rejection. They haven't even rejected or sent me a notice of rejection on it. So either they're still contemplating it, or they just didn't want to send me anything that I can make a video out of. I don't know. But in any case, I actually talked to an individual, one of the city attorneys, risk management departments, and he wouldn't talk to me until I sent him an email claiming that I don't yet have counsel. Because if he talks to me and I have an attorney for a possible lawsuit, he can't talk to me. He's not able to talk to me. So I sent him an email saying I have not signed, although I've spoken to attorneys and do have attorneys possibly in the waiting. I have not yet signed an attorney to handle any lawsuit that might come of it. That way he can talk to me. And so
I will be calling him back tomorrow. Of course, it's Friday. Who knows if he's going to be in? But he wouldn't talk to me without me stating that in an email that I don't yet have an attorney on record. Because if I did, again, he wouldn't be able to talk to me at all about it. He'd have to talk to my attorney only. Junk's video has been used in police training. Way to go, Sarah. You need one of those shirts. Yeah. That's my logo shirt. It comes in a t-shirt, and it also comes in a sweatshirt. And I can show you. Are you on that page? Did you go to Teespring? If not, I can post that link right here. There. That's to the Teespring store. You know, I was so upset. Well, not really so upset, but I didn't like the way I was treated in that video, and the disdain that Deputy Mathis gave me in that video I posted, the one that had the blue line flag, and I made that t-shirt of that Melvin guy taking a whiz on the blue line flag. You know, sold a decent amount of those shirts. Obviously, there are people out there that really like that Melvin pissing on a flag, a blue line flag t-shirt. So I'm thinking about redoing that, making other colors available as long as they look good. For the girls, pink. How about a pink shirt for the girls or guys if you like to wear pink? Let's not be gender specific here. Yeah, I write production. Back when I first started making tees, if you go back to his earlier videos, in his intro on a lot of his videos, his intro actually showed him wearing either the sweatshirt or the t-shirt. I can't remember right now, but I love his vids, his cop watching vids. Yeah, I'll browse through them. They'll come up. I'm a subscriber to his, and I'll pop them up. And I may not watch the whole thing all the way through. I might skip a minute or two here and there, and but I watch them. Definitely watch irate videos. Irate production videos. I love those Cop Watch down in San Diego videos. All right. So, does anybody want to call and say hi, or call and say nice things to me? You can. If I have any trolls out there that want to call up, be my guest. I don't mind. Although the Patriots are beating the Giants by 2 scores with 6 minutes left. Bummer. I really was hoping the lying, cheating Patriots would lose. Again, that's my opinion. Lying, cheating Patriots. But yeah. Anyways. Remember Deflategate? Deflated footballs? Yeah. What's the number? All right. You want to know what the number is, Pen and the Sword? All right. We will go ahead and pull it up on the screen here. The Google Hangout number, 949-445-6544. Hopefully it works and it goes off without a hitch. Oh, wait. Where's my phone? Let me make sure my phone is on. Because that's got to be... It's got to be on. All right, it is. All right, that's the number. And if you dial it, hopefully it'll go through. So if anybody wants to call, go ahead. Let's see. Let me scroll up while we wait if anybody wants to say hi. Thank you for exposing these Oathbreakers. That was from Robert English. You're welcome, Robert. I know I haven't been as active as I used to be in the past, but we're planning another trip down by Carlsbad somewhere, possibly tomorrow. So I may go live down there as well as take video. But we will be going through Carlsbad. Whether or not I stop in Carlsbad, I don't know, but I am going to go for a drive tomorrow. There's a couple areas I want to go to and take some pictures and videos of. Whether or not I actually stop in Carlsbad, who knows? We'll see. So if you're not subscribed and have that bell notification on and want to see if I do or where I go tomorrow, please hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell and tell YouTube you want to be notified when I go live and post videos. Somebody said hi. Allegon, I hope I didn't destroy that. Allegan News. Hey, hi man. Glad you stopped by. Let's see what else here. Well, nobody's calling, so doesn't seem nobody wants to call. That's fine. It's all good. Let's go here. So that's it. How long have we been going here? Almost an hour. We're going to end this stream on the hour. I hope you guys enjoyed those emails. I got a kick out of them. Let's see here. What's the number? I told you the number. You didn't call. Let's see. Let me scroll back and see what I missed in chat while I was reading. The word is the word, folks. Huckleberry Auditor, yeah, if you're still here, the bird is the word. I got a magnifying glass. Woo! Let's see. Buckeyes rule. Ohio State. Yeah. The original video is available. Clapworthy. Pretty cool. All right. Yeah, we're down to 19. People were able to, now that I'm done reading the emails, they're like, oh, okay, that was cool. And they're taking off. But, yeah, we're going to wrap this up in a minute. Definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll probably keep going through the emails, and I'll do the same thing. Maybe next week we'll have another live chat. Definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's see. Got a good news. Had to leave a review. Old video. May want to start next video of emails with original video. I gotcha. No worries. We can do that. The next one. Yeah, if you go to my channel or just do a search under Carlsbad, I think I have a whole playlist of Carlsbad. You can go to my channel and click playlists and look for the Carlsbad playlist. It'll be in there. Hey, bud. And the Junkyard News. Hey, how's it going? Zero. So yeah, you can find it on my channel. If you actually go to my channel, I got a lot of videos on there. You can click videos and see the whole library of videos I have. Or you can click playlists and just look at the playlists that I have. A lot of good playlists from a lot of my earlier videos, my older ones, that don't seem to get around as much anymore. YouTube doesn't like them anymore, I guess. A lot of them were demonetized, and when I appealed it, they said it wasn't viewer friendly, even though I behaved myself in most of them. It's a hit and miss with YouTube and monetizing police videos. It depends if the employees that review them are diehard Blue Line fans. Well, good luck to you. If they do their job right and they're neutral and they're just looking for stuff that's not ad friendly, like swearing and violence and things of that nature, well, or stupid acts of like people taking selfie videos on skyscrapers while dangling on a crane or something. Yeah, if they do their job and just watch for those type of videos that they don't want to be monetized, that's another thing. But no, it seems like there's a lot of bias in monetization review. But that's just my opinion. No, I don't personally know Gavin Symes. I used to watch a lot of his videos. I remember when he was running for, he had a short political career where he was running for public office, and it didn't pan out for him. And then some things went south, I guess, and he ended up moving. So, no, I don't personally know him, but I did watch a lot of his videos. And I think I'm subscribed to him too. So, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to have to do a search and see what, if anything, he's been up to. Keep up with the activism. You got it, Freedom. How did you get involved in this activism? Asteroid Web. How did you get involved doing this? I've said it before. I'll say it again. I used to watch a lot of Honor Your Oath. Good old Jeff Gray. He makes great videos on Honor Your Oath, as well as News Now San Diego. Did a lot of like photography videos, and he'd get harassed all the time, and I didn't think it was right. So I said, hey, that's something I could do when I got free time on my days off, and I would start going out and doing photography and taking pictures and videos and doing DUI checkpoints and you name it. And come to find out, I had my own experiences, but yeah, most of the sheriff's department know me now. Most of them leave me alone. A couple of them want to be in my videos. A couple of them don't want to be in my videos, but yeah. So that's how I got into it. And then I started watching, after I created my video, my channel and my videos I started uploading, YouTube started suggesting other auditors that started up, like News Now Houston and some of the California auditors that we have out here, some of which I won't name. Because I just won't. Anyways, we're past an hour. We're going an hour and 2 minutes here. Let's see. Anybody else have any questions before we wrap it up? On Your Oath is a good start and still putting out good videos, just not very often. Yeah, Mr. Gray, he put out one the other day I saw was an update video on when he was arrested on a trespass school safety zone video. He got some public information on the officer that I guess arrested him, and it was very interesting, the stuff the arresting officer had in his history. Made me laugh really good. So I enjoy a good laugh, and that video did once again make me laugh. Take care, y'all. Stay safe out there. Hey, Pen and the Sword. Yeah, I'm going to be wrapping it up here too. If you missed the beginning of the video, you can click on the screen and move the bar all the way back to the beginning. If you missed the emails, if you sent an email to Carlsbad PD regarding how I was treated in that video, and you want to know if I read one of your emails that I got in my public records request, you can just scroll back in the video and see. I'll keep going through them, and if I find some I really enjoyed and I think you guys will enjoy, maybe next week I'll make a part 2 to this, and we'll do another live chat and live viewing of those emails. Again, those emails are public records, fully disclosable public records. So I hope nobody that sent emails minds that I am sharing them. If you have any complaints, feel free to email me. Or if you don't want your email shown, if it's in my digital stack of emails I received, you can send me an email to thejunkyardnews@gmail.com and ask me, hey, if you come across mine, here's my name, please don't share it, and I'll respect that. But if you don't care, you don't care. And if you actually want me to, well, let me know that too, and I'll specifically search out your email in the digital pile that I have. Hit that button. Hit that like button. Yep, definitely. All right, guys. Again, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed reading those, or hearing those and reading those emails, because I did, read them. And definitely appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, the Junkyard News. Peace!
It's a jungle out there, disorder and confusion everywhere. No one seems to care. Well, I do. Hey, who's in charge here? It's a jungle out there. People think I'm crazy, they worry all the time. You paid attention, you'd be worried too. You better pay attention, cause this world we love so much might just kill you. I could be wrong now, but I don't think so, cause there's a jungle out there. There's a jungle out there.
Answer questions, man.
No?
No.
Gotta run.
I don't answer questions,
God, I love
man.
this song.
I don't answer
Just
questions.
one
I don't answer
in a
questions.
world that keeps on pushing me around, but I'm staying my ground. I know I'm not much of a singer. I'm sorry.